Well, just what you can say defensively. Obviously, starting out with a shutout, important. Just what you can say from that.
Yeah, it's always great to get a shutout. Our first road shutout as a program since 1991, I believe, and that's super exciting for us as a defense, and it shows the hard work we put in the spring and the summer and fall camp to come out and help our offense, and see a 0 on the scoreboard after the game was really awesome.
There was 8 sacks in the game. You guys were getting after, the ball on the ground and forced fumbles and whatnot, 2 interceptions. Just what you can say about the overall defensive play.
Yeah, we got some playmakers on our defense. That's our main objective each week is to, attack the quarterback and create turnovers. And I think we showed people that we could do that. And we're just doing our job, and we're not big play hunting. If we do our job, the big plays are going to come. They're going to fall into our hands.
This linebacker core over the last couple of seasons has lost experience with a bunch of guys, has lost some of the veteran leadership. You're one of the guys this season to obviously step up. How would you describe the linebacker core this year?
I'd say we're really confident. We got a chip on our shoulder. We want to prove people wrong. Just like the linebackers last year, people didn't believe in them, and look at the season they had. So we want to take the same approach and show people that we belong on this defense, and we're not going to take a step back from last year or the year before, and we're going to show people that we mean business.
Who are the leaders in that linebacker room, in your opinion?
I'd say me and Lakiem for sure. We're the seniors in the group, and we took on that leadership role, and we've seen leaders lead, and we're trying to help the young guys best we can, and teach them. So when it's their turn to get in the game, they know exactly what they're doing, and after we leave, they're going to be leaders that take over.
You have grown as a linebacker in this group, with Brian Ward, with everything. You had to find your place and work your way in. What can you say to the younger guys about that, about the fact that, sometimes in the 2 deep, maybe you were the third guy, maybe you were the second guy, maybe you were utilized in rotation, but just earning your spot, and how important that is to, speak with these guys about that. It takes time, and obviously you've had a build progressively to be where you are.
Yeah, just trust the process. Attack each day with that same mentality that if a guy gets hurt, you're going to have to play, and don't get down on yourself. There's going to be days where you feel like football's not fun anymore, but you have to trust the process and each day get better, because you never know when your shot's gonna come.
What do you learn from a team like Liberty? Obviously, they just came in FBS play. They're an independent. What are the biggest takeaways that you learned from that?
Every team's going to come out with that same mentality. They want to beat us, and being able to beat them and put a 0 on the scoreboard at their home field was big. But like I said, Maryland's they're gonna think they're gonna come and stomp on us, and we gotta do our job and watch their film and get prepared for Maryland, because they're gonna be a different team than Liberty. Bigger, faster, stronger players.
What are you seeing on film right now so far with Maryland and obviously with Josh Jackson, who moved over from Virginia Tech to Maryland?
Yeah, they have players that are capable of scoring a touchdown every play. So if we're not doing our job, or we're missing a fit by a gap, it's going to be a touchdown. So we have to be fundamentally sound and contain those big players and avoid the big play and the big touchdowns.
You mentioned Lakiem Williams and just obviously what he's been able to do. He stepped up big time in this game alongside you. Just what you can say about his play and maybe his progression.
Yeah, he's been waiting his time too. He busted his butt in the spring and in the summer to really learn this defense, and he got stronger, faster in the summer, and he's ready. It's his time, it's our time, and I got great chemistry with Lakiem, and I feel really comfortable with him by my side out there.
That chemistry, did it take some time through spring and fall? Did you feel like it just maybe was there from the beginning? What can you say about maybe the linebacker core and building that chemistry, if it's something that has happened more recently, or if you feel like maybe it took off a little bit earlier?
I'd say it all started last year. I feel like last year was a time where we had a very close-knit linebacker group. One guy didn't think he was better than the other, and in the spring, me and Lakiem were just always communicating, always watching film together, working out together, and that's where that chemistry really started. And then transition in the summer, like I said, we're doing everything together, and we're trying to get these young guys right too, and they belong. And the freshmen, they can't play like freshmen; they got to be ready to play each game. And Kel's are starting Sam right now, so he's stepped up really big, and he doesn't act like a freshman. He acts like an upperclassman, and I'm proud of him, and I'm excited he's going to do great things. All those guys.
What is it about McCall? You just brought him up, that maybe you've liked the most about him so far?
He's just a coachable kid. He does his job. That's all he's focused on, is doing his job, and he really picked up the defense really easy. And his just knowledge of football and the game, you can really see that it's a big difference. And yeah, he's going to be a great player, and I'm super excited to watch him.
Trill has been all over the place, kind of finding his spot, and obviously came out as a true freshman, did some great things. Just what you can say about having him maybe, roving around, so to speak.
Yeah, he's a playmaker. He's a ball hawk. During fall camp, I think he had like a turnover every day, so he has a knack for getting to the ball and creating turnovers. And we have a lot of guys on our defense that are capable of doing that, and that's a comforting factor. Like last week, we're on the goal line playing goal line defense. He creates a big turnover, saves a shutout, and he has that capability to do it every play when he's out there on the field.
It's been a long time since we could talk about a shutdown type of defense here. Last season, we got to see it with a 10-3 record. This season, you guys came out immediately and wanted to show that you can create turnovers and make sure the offense stays on the field. Just what you could say about the shift and Syracuse getting back to that punch-down, drag-out type of defense.
Yeah, it takes time. With the new coaching staff coming in, it takes time to learn the defense, and us seniors have been through this program 3 years now, going on our 4th year, and we know it inside and out, and we have that culture on our team now. With these young guys come in, we're going to help them, we're going to teach them, and give them the best opportunity to succeed. And just the overall culture of our defense, we know we can play, and we have that confidence going to each game.
Thoughts on Brian Ward and just kind of what he's meant to this defense, overseeing it?
Yeah, Coach Ward's a great coach. I've been with him. It's going on my 4th year now, and he went through his hardships, people doubting him, but he just needed the right guys in the system, and we have that now. And he just kept at it. He's a great coach. Coaches us hard, and he expects perfection. And I feel like that's the way it has to be, because if he doesn't hold us accountable, then we're just going to keep making the same mistakes.
Did you feel like he had the room even when the defense was struggling? Did you feel like he always had your guys' attention, or did that kind of build?
Yeah, I think he did. I think just the losing culture. Syracuse hasn't won in years, and I think it really turned around last year when we saw we can win, we can play, and the main thing is just everybody doing their job, and that's the mentality that he instills in us, is just do your responsibility. If you do that, we're going to win ball games. So don't play big play behind, just like I said, do your job.
We saw Dino have the ball come his way on the sideline, didn't catch it, and immediately went down and did push-ups. Just what you could say about seeing your coach do that, knowing that that's obviously a rule for you guys.
Yeah, he holds himself accountable. He does everything that we do. So if a receiver drops the ball or a defensive player drops the ball, they're going to do 10 push-ups. So when he's wrong, he lets us know that he's wrong. He's not better than us, and it's funny watching it on Twitter after the game, seeing that he's a silly guy.